Marvel has turned around today and said that they're bringing in a brand new era of the God of Thunder, and they have got a female Thor. Now, a lot of people have been complaining on the internet, saying yay and nay about this, but from what I've seen, a lot of internet websites are turning around and actually saying that Thor is a female. The male God of Thunder is going to be a female. And after looking around for a while and seeing multiple sites saying this, I decided to have a look at Marvel.com. And Marvel.com had a story, again, which is going to be down below. Now, it's a little bit of an interesting thing. It's a little bit confusing, and I'll explain why. Now, when visiting Marvel.com and saying, reading about this, it says that Thor, the male version of Thor, is going to still be around, and he's still going to be doing his thing. And this new female Thor wields the hammer. Now, I can't say her name. I can't say the hammer's name, so we're going to call it Hammer. I did try and say it on camera, but I couldn't get it just right. So, with seeing this sort of thing, it's apparently Will Moss was saying, like, the original inscription says, "Whoever holds this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor." Now, they're going to change it, Will Moss says, and he thinks it's by time that we do get a change for the hammer. And the hammer will literally be picked up by a female Thor. Again, we don't know what her name is going to be, or it could just be Thor, and that's it. And a lot of people are angry, and a lot of people are turning around and saying, what the hell, you're changing the stuff. And to be honest, I don't think they're changing that much. It could be set in a continuous universe, it could become something different, but it's a way that Marvel is moving forward and doing something completely different. Something that they thought maybe would work. Now again, if there was a female version of Tony or a female version of Captain America, I don't think many people would really go about it. Turn around and argue and be like, hey, what are we going to do? I don't know where all this sort of stuff's coming from all of a sudden. Why is everyone getting up in a fuss about it? Now, I like Thor to some degree, and I kind of like this move that they're doing. I think it's generally unique in a way, and it's nothing to really go like, whoa, what are we doing? I just kind of see it differently, and it's literally going to be the female version of Thor. If not Thor, in a way it's confusing. Now, at the bottom, it did turn around and say, well, at the very top, it turned around and said, hey, this isn't going to be Thor, this is just going to be a female version of Thor holding the hammer. And at the bottom it says, this is Thor, everyone. You have strong characters like Captain Marvel, who is Miss Marvel, then you've got Storm and Black Widow, and then all of a sudden you have this new Thor. They joked that it's not going to be Thorette, it's going to be Thor. And again, it could be anything. Then maybe the name goes with just the hammer. Whoever wields the hammer is Thor. So that's kind of what I kind of think on it. Now, one thing I will predict, and this is one thing I just thought of a while ago, was when this happens, maybe Thor is fighting someone. Maybe Thor wants to beat someone but can't, and decides to go on a quest to find himself, to actually become who he wants to be while he has the power of Thor. And this person comes up, picks up the hammer and goes, hey, I'm going to be using this, and Thor's like, oh, okay, you can use it, as long as you don't scratch it. Now, one thing is, I think one of the creators was saying, it's going to hurt when Loki turns around and calls her whore, and I thought that was quite funny, and I can imagine her getting really angry and just going after him and beating him. They're saying it's not going to be temporary, it's going to be full on, she is part of this universe. Now, I kind of think that give it a year, maybe if it doesn't do well, Thor will return and he will claim the hammer and he will get it back, and there'll be two Thors. I don't know, or maybe another hammer will be made for her or something very similar. I don't know, it's going to be an interesting read, and it'll be something that I'm going to be keeping my eye on. And again, it could be something amazing. Again, I don't know if people are really annoyed about this, or if people just haven't seen what is coming. Again, it could be fall down to, we don't know what it's going to be like, so we have to wait and see. Could be a really good story arc, who knows, and it could bring in more fans. I don't know if it's going to be more male orientated or female orientated. And the pictures that they've shown so far look absolutely amazing. I do like the whole cover art. It's going to be cool, and maybe the creators looked around at some of the Comic Cons that I've seen the proper, fully armoured stuff, and that's where the inspiration came from. I don't know. So we're going to see what happens on this one, but as it comes to the end, so tell me, what do you think about this? Are you happy or are you angry about this? Let me know down below in the comments, and while you're down there, why not like, favourite, comment and subscribe, and check out Yatta Games, where we play really random games for you guys. And yeah, that's all I can think of, guys. And as always, and I'll see you in a bit.